Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Halima and I am a digital illustrator based in Canada, and today I wanted to show you how I make my stickers. So I have two new stickers that are going to be dropping when this video goes up, which is Friday, March 19th, and they are these two lovely stickers right here. I have my frog pewter one and then my frog maybe flourish sticker. And I thought I would kind of walk you through the steps of how I create my offset, the settings I use in my Silhouette studio, and how I use Photoshop and my Silhouette to create these stickers. So unfortunately I won't show you the design process because I've obviously already made them, but I'm going to show you the steps that I take to get this end result, and you'll see in the video that I'm wearing something different, and that's because I filmed this back on Monday and it's Thursday today, and I was editing and I did not like the intro or the outro of this video that I had initially recorded, so I'm re-recording it. So just ignore that, but I hope you enjoy the video and we're just gonna jump right into it. So in this video, I'm going to use my laptop for everything because I don't yet have my Silhouette software on my desktop. So it's just easier for me to do everything on the laptop right now because my Silhouette is also synced with my laptop. So what I usually do is I will airdrop the PSD file of whatever illustration I'm using and open that up in Photoshop. And the reason I use Photoshop is I am just really comfortable with Photoshop, and sometimes when I try to create my offset on Procreate, it's just not smooth and it just doesn't look how I like. I know there's a bunch of videos on it on how to do it. I've done it before, but I'm not really a fan of it, and I like that in Photoshop I can resize my image without losing any of the detail and doesn't get super pixelated. So that's mainly the reason why I use Photoshop. So I'm gonna get a ruler, and then I usually use this ruler to just figure out how big or small I want my sticker to be. So this is about 2.8 inches if we go like that. So maybe 2 inches for the width. Yeah, so maybe a 2x2 would be fine. Maybe a little bit bigger, but let's see. So I'm gonna get rid of the background, and then I don't think I'm gonna include any of the shadows or the clouds, so I'm gonna get rid of that as well. And let me just take an ink drop of the background. So now I'm going to open up a new canvas, change it to inches, and do, let's say, 2x2 with 300 dpi. And then I'm going to take everything from this file I just merged it so that it's easier for me to move around, and then bring it over here. I convert it to Smart Object just so that it retains its pixels and everything, and then make it smaller and then fit it appropriately. So obviously you can see that it's a little bit bigger. The flowers are falling a little bit out of frame, which is fine. It doesn't have to be perfect 2x2, but this is essentially the size that I'm going for. So I'm just gonna make the canvas a little bit bigger. And then I want there to be the purple background against this. So I'm going to try something first to see if it works. So I'm going to make a stroke around it. So I just double click the layer, and then the layer still opens up. You go to stroke, and then I'm going to change the color to the background color that we picked up before, and then just make it really big. Because when you print it out and you put it through your Silhouette or Cricut, you want there to be extra color around so that in case the calibration is just a little bit off, there's no white space in the sticker, everything is still purple or whatever color you want the background to be. So this is what I have. And then obviously when I put it through my Silhouette, it's going to be a little bit smoother with the lines that I put into the software. So I'm going to save this. As a PNG, but I'm also going to save just this as a PNG, and you'll see why. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to open up our Silhouette Studio. I like to have all of my print marks set up so that I know that nothing's going to bleed out. So I'm going to go to my desktop, open up the two images, click on the little lock so that all the proportions stay the same, and then I check the height and everything on Photoshop, and this is 2.14 width, and then this one is 2.48. And it's important that these are exact, at least for me, with the way that I do all my lines and everything. So I'm going to copy and paste this to this page. So I take the regular sticker, the one we're going to make the outline on, and click on the offset selected shape, or like the trace tool. And then we get this. So I want to make it a little bit smaller. So I think that's fine for me. So, and then I also like to make the color purple so that it's different from the other cut lines that are on the page. So I'm going to press apply, and then I'm going to delete these because I don't want there to be a gap in between. And then same over here. And that seems to be everything. So then what I do is I take the outline shape, copy that, and then I put it on top of the actual sticker that we're going to be cutting out. So see the purple line, and then you align it as well as you can. So you might not be able to see it. Let's change the color then. Let's make it yellow. Yeah. So you can see that a little bit better. Let's make it thicker too. Okay, so you can see the line now. So you see how we made the cut line around the original shape of the sticker, but we have the purple offset here now, so that, like I said, in case that it shifts around, there's no white that's going to be in the sticker. We want it to be nice and purple. So that's why I do that. And now I'm going to delete this because I don't need that anymore. And then just copy and paste this. Make sure that everything is selected so the cut line is selected as well. And make my sheet. And this is the sheet that we have created. So when I was actually experimenting with my silhouette the first time I got it, I noticed that if I print it from this software, my lines get messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this and then actually open it up in the older silhouette software and print it from that, because the lines stay clean in that. It's a bit of an extra step, but it doesn't feel like that much of a burden to do at this point, because it's what gives me a clean cut and a clean print, so it's worth it. So let's save this. We'll just call it Flourish 2. So I have it opened in the older silhouette software. Everything seems to be good, so I'm going to go ahead and print it, and I like to open it in preview first just to make sure that everything's okay before I go ahead with it. So I'm not really sure why the cut lines are showing up here when they shouldn't be. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete them because they're on the old software. I'm not gonna save it, so it's gonna be fine. Okay, so now let's check that again. Yeah, there we go, that's much better. So there's no cut lines showing on this. So I'm going to go ahead and print it. I'm going to print this one on glossy paper. This is my printer. It's the Canon TS5320. I really like it. It's really good quality, and I like that Canon printers have a really good app that you can print stuff from. I really recommend this one. And this is the sticker paper I'll be using today. It is the Koala Inkjet vinyl sticker paper. I get it from Amazon. I really struggled finding good sticker paper when I was first starting, and so far this is the best one. I know there's much more that I can try, but I haven't found the time to do that yet, so this is the one that I like. I also use their matte sticker paper, which is also amazing. So this is what I'll be using today. Okay, so I put the sheet onto the mat, and then I'm just going to cover the registration marks with some matte tape so that the silhouette can read it better. And I like that with the silhouette, the registration marks are pretty small. So one, you can put more stuff on your page, and also that you don't have to use that much tape when you're covering the registration marks themselves. I know with the Cricut you have to like put it around the entire sheet, so I like that I get to save a little bit of tape and time with this. And so before I put it in the machine, I just want to show you what I do. So I always deselect the red line that's around the image, and then I only select obviously the cut line, and then I put it to my settings. So the sticker paper that I use is kind of thick, and I find that the pressure needs to be really hard for it to actually cut through properly. So my pressure is on 4, my force is on 33, and my speed is on 8. I experimented a lot when I first got my silhouette, and all of the ones underneath this basically just like made giant sticker sheets rather than actual singular stickers. So this is the one that I use. And now in goes the sheet. Line it up, send it through. Also, when I am using glossy paper, I like to close it just so that there's no light that can hit the registration marks. And then I press send. So they were cut really nicely, except for like some of the corners here, because I think the cut was too deep for the blade. So when I print out more of these, I'll just delete the cut point here, so that's a bit smoother for them. But I really like how it turned out, so let's take them off of the sheet now. Ta-da! They're so cute! I'm so happy with them. I think they'd look so cute on a notebook or a laptop. I cannot wait to launch these. I'm thinking of maybe even doing it midweek. So it's Monday today, so maybe like Wednesday or Thursday even. I'm going to be launching these as well as these ones. My frog pewter stickers. So these will be having a special drop on Wednesday or Thursday, and I'll post about it on my Instagram as well. And by the time this video goes up, these will probably already be out on the shop, so please check them out if you like them. I ship worldwide and I would really appreciate any support. I think these are so adorable. This one is printed on matte and this one is glossy, so you get a little bit of best of both worlds. And that's everything for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I know there's a lot of different ways that people make their stickers, and not everyone uses Photoshop. Some people use Illustrator, some people will stick to Procreate or completely different programs, but this is what works for me. I know it might seem like I do an extra step with making the border around something that doesn't have the purple or like colored background and then putting the cut line into that, but I just find that that is what works best for me. You know, sometimes the lines aren't as smooth as I want them to be or as prominent if I go off of the stroke that I make in Photoshop. So it's all about trial and error. I've done a lot of practice since I've gotten my silhouette, and I finally figured out what works best for me. So I encourage you all to do the same if you're starting out with your silhouette or even your Cricut. So yeah, I hope this video helps you a little bit, and that it might have answered some of your questions on how I make my stickers or how to make stickers in general. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed and learned something. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments below and what other videos you'd like to see from me in the future. And that's everything for today. So I will see you all in my next video.